What's going on, guys? So my buddy Joseph just pulled up. This guy is absolutely killing it in social media, e-commerce, branding, you fucking name it, he is the one for it, guys. He's actually gonna share a little bit about himself, what he's been doing in the past couple of months, how he's even making this money. Joseph, tell him.
So I've been doing this for since I was a freshman in high school, about 5-6 years now. And I just graduated high school about 2 years ago. Been actually taking this very seriously the past year and a half. And recently I'm very close to hitting a 6-figure income at 21 years old. I'm obviously not, at the highest point yet that I want to be, but I'm still getting there. It's only been about a year of me taking it very seriously every single day, getting out there, getting what you want, following your passion, just researching, listening to other people who are in the industry, getting mentors, reading books. I mean, do it all. I mean, I guarantee you, no matter what niche you're in, whether it's social media marketing, forex, anything else, you're definitely going to make a substantial amount of money if you actually take shit seriously. And it's a very great path to go if you really don't understand what you do in life, if you're just on social media all day.
Yeah, bro, that's definitely true. I recognize that. I've realized that consistency overall gains respect. I've had we got Seppi, the Frenchie. This is my little French bulldog. He's 14 weeks now. That's him. But guys, consistency definitely gains respect. I've noticed that 100%. I've been in the industry for about 3 years now, and when I first started, people didn't recognize me. They didn't want to reach out to me. They didn't want to join my business. Why? Because I wasn't on the level that I'm on now. And I got here by staying consistent. I could have told myself like, yo, I'm gonna give up, this obviously isn't working. And I feel like that's one of the biggest parts of is why people fail, because they give up in such a short amount of time, exactly. Bro. And I remember I was like, fuck, I wanna give up, I'm not making money, but I was like, I know that this is gonna pay off.
Yeah, and obviously, I've seen this one quote, which you just said reminds me of this one quote that I've seen on Instagram, obviously. It's the 97% who quit are employed by 3% who didn't. Yeah. And that, I swear to you, is so true. Like, it is beyond like a fact. Like, this is literally like, you don't quit, you're gonna make it. Like, there's no other way. Like, it's not you're gonna go 40 years without making anything, Like, weigh your odds. Like, really think about it. If you're about your 20s, early 20s, you can literally take the next 10 years off of your life and still be successful. Like, you can literally enjoy party as much as you want, but obviously you're not gonna get there. Obviously, you're gonna get there when you're 40 later on, but persistence is key, you know what I mean? Like, if you start now, by the time you're 30, 35, you're be set, you're fine. And that's the time when people are actually taking their careers very seriously. And I'm not saying, like, obviously don't go to college. If you think college is great for you, do it. If that makes you happy, do it.
Oh, I've noticed so many people, they basically set themselves up for a certain amount of success. They set themselves up to make a certain type of money. And it's just like going into any job, any industry. Like, if you're starting in your own business, what I love about business and what we do is we're paid based on how hard we work. Now, with a regular job, you're paid on an hourly wage. So I was about to be working a 9-to-5 job at Ralph's grocery store, bagging my parents' groceries, and I had a talk with myself, and I was like, yo, do you really see yourself doing this? And I completely didn't. I was gonna be 100% miserable there and barely getting by, making what, 40, what's the average income?
40 hours a week, like 1,600 a month, something like that.
Yeah, so what is that yearly? So
that's like 25,000 a year, something like that.
$25,000 I'd be making, and now I'm making 6+ figures a year. I actually did my biggest bump, $22,000 last month. So if I could do that consistently every month, what's that on a year?
That's like over
like $200,000,
almost $250,000.
Yeah, almost $250,000, all by basically giving value in a different field. And when you go into any job, guys, you're paid for the fucking value that you bring. If you want to be making $1 million, you're not going to be working at McDonald's, because that is not a job that is positioned to make people that type of income, $1 million. I was talking earlier about credit, and that's one of the biggest things too that people can learn, is how to build their credit, because credit proves that people can trust you. And in school, they don't teach you these things that you need to learn. And I remember you posted something on the day, like, why don't they teach in college how to build credit, how to buy your first home, how to become emotionally
relationships, stable. Like how to do your taxes. Like, it's tax season right now, and you know how many people ask me saying, hey, do you know a good tax person? And I'm over here looking at them like, dude, you're making so much money a year. Why don't you just learn how to do it yourself? Or outsource it to somebody that you know, that you trust, that can do it for you, that obviously has a certificates to prove that they're, can actually do your taxes. And it's insane how many people just don't understand, like, don't know how to, the basics, you know, do taxes, maintain relationships, how to take care of a baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, people don't understand. Like, school is not teaching you this type of stuff on for a reason. They're setting you up to either fail or go out of college looking around at the industry that you got a major in, and then noticing that there are only 3 jobs available when there's thousands of other students looking for the exact same job as you.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, in the next 10 years, there's gonna be more millionaires made in the past 10 years. Yep. Every 10 years, there's gonna be more and more and more and more millionaires. So the question is, are you gonna be one of those millionaires? But take advice from the right people. I mean, going and working at a job, going in even to school, like, you have to look at the people that are giving you advice and actually ask yourself, are these people that have what I genuinely want in life? So, that's where I basically was. I was going to, I was in high school at the time, I was a senior, and I was just looking at my teachers, and when I would go into my classroom, there was no energy there. The teachers weren't like, yo, we're gonna have a great day, you guys are gonna learn things that are actually gonna help you in life and get further. And that's where I started to question myself, like, guys, these fucking teachers are miserable, they don't like their life, they're teaching kids that give them attitude, that are very undisciplined because, well, I mean, they're at a young age. So that's where I definitely questioned it, who I was getting my advice from. And that's when I found out, I kind of was like Robert Kiyosaki, you could say. I had my poor dad who had his home business that wasn't, I mean, it was doing good, but he was always stressed. My real dad was always stressed. He didn't even have time to talk to his own son. And that's where I really questioned, like, do I want to do what my dad is doing? And then I had my rich dad, my good friend's dad that had a Ferrari. He had that mansion I wanted. And the advice that he gave me compared to my dad and the way that he looked at life was completely different. And then I started to question, I was like, wait, he has that Ferrari I want. He has that house I want. He overall has financial freedom in his life and is able to do whatever he wants whenever he wants. Get advice from the right people. There are a lot of people that'll tell you, don't do this, don't do that, you can't do this. When somebody tells you that you can't do something in life, they're really telling themselves that they can't do it. So you guys can do anything. Anything is possible. They used to say that man couldn't run a mile in under 4 minutes. And then some guy said, you know what, I can do that. I will do that. And he made it happen. He ran the mile in under 4 minutes. And then kids in high school started to run the mile in under 4 minutes. So any and everything is possible, guys. It all starts with the belief in you. You have to see it, you have to believe it, then you have to achieve it. Those are the 3 steps to making shit happen.